Hey guys, I just wanted to show you for everybody who's interested in staking Stargaze or stars on their well, you can stake in this wallet here, which is the Kepler. I call it the Kepler. I know it's like Kepler, Keplr. It's really no vowel in there, so I just make that up. Kepler. I just call it the Kepler or Kepler. Um, but you got to download this from the App Store or from the Android store if it's available. But at any rate, I'm going to walk you through this and I'll show you a screenshot of this at the very end of this video. So stick around. This will be short and sweet. So once you download this, you have to, what I was doing was basically downloading, or not downloading, I was going to Coinbase first. So if you have another way of getting osmosis to this wallet, which is Coinbase, Binance, Bitmart, KuCoin, the MEXC or MEXC. There's the Hubai. There's so many different, guys, when you get in these type tokens, there's so many different ways to get them. And there's Kajiri, Kajiri Fin, which is a really interesting website or exchange. It's a decentralized exchange. I tried to use it, but I just finally figured out this way. But not to confuse you too much. I'm not trying to confuse you, but I want you to just understand that this is very simple to do. So once you, wherever you get your osmosis, where you buy it, where your accounts are, where your KYC is there, because you don't want to be KYCing around every single exchange around the whole world. So I started Coinbase. Sent the Coinbase Osmosis that I bought there on Coinbase to this wallet here. Once I had that in my wallet, now I'm using a very small amount, which I really like about this because you can use a very small amount. Don't have to be a $5 or $2 limit. It's a very small amount just to show you. So you touch on the little globe in the middle at the bottom. That'll bring you to all the different apps that they have. So you want to touch on the Osmosis. And the Osmosis is going to take you to a swap. Now this swap, you basically go in and change, like if osmosis here first, or if it's on the bottom, just go in and change it to something different, or wherever osmosis is, or whatever is on top, you just gotta change it, but get it in this order: osmosis to stars. Okay. Normally, you have to make sure you gotta leave a little leeway for the fees, which is really cheap with the osmosis. That's what I really love about the Cosmos. It's very fast. The whole Cosmo ecosystem, Evmos, and all that stuff. Um, it's very fast, and on top of that, it's very simple. I mean, and so you don't have to. It's not like the gas fees for Ethereum, which is one transaction costs you thousands of dollars if you're not careful. Same way with Bitcoin when the peak times hit. But long story short, you ended up just swapping out. So I'm gonna go to half. It's going to be like confirmed transaction. You can see the fees right here, very short and sweet. It'll give you the ledger on the blockchain and everything. And then you'll see how it says transaction broadcasting. So it's getting through the block and everything. And this stuff is really fast, guys. I know I'm talking a lot here, but it's really, really fast. Then it'll say if it accepts it, either deny you or accept you, as long as you got left enough gas fees, whether it's the osmosis or using stars, depending on how you use it. I'll show you what I mean here in a second. So that went successful. So what I ended up doing next is going up here to the little swap. Right beside the swap, touch those little three lines. Then you come down to assets. So once you touch on assets, and let me say this too before I go on. The reason you can't just send the stars that are in your Osmosis wallet, like if you backed out of this, you'll see like say on this page right here, you'll see if you had more tokens, you could see the stars here, but the stars would be yellow instead of being blue, and it'll have stars dash channel dash 75, which is this is the channel that osmosis right here on the top uses. So you want to do what I'm telling you to do now. So again, you touch the swap, touch the bars next to the swap, go down to assets, and once you get the assets, then you scroll up to where your stars is or your Stargaze. And that's when you go to withdrawal. See, what this does is that it takes it off of this network because this stars network on the swap is different from the actual stars that you're going to be using. Even on this app here, and even to get it to um, the trust wallet if you're gonna stake on the trust wallet. So again, not trying to confuse you, but I have to say that. Say this. Okay, so once you do that, you hit withdraw, and you'll see what I mean here in a second. And see how it does here? You'll have to type this number in exactly. It's not like a touch you can do backs or whatever. So you type that all the way in and see how it says from osmosis to Stargaze, and it gives you. And where I cross stuff out is mostly my addresses. I ain't want y'all knowing all that information. But anyways, so it's from this wallet in the osmosis swap meet going to my wallet within the platform of the Kepler app instead of staying on the osmosis swap channel. So that's basically what happens. So once you swap it out to there, you'll get a transaction broadcasting. Boom, transaction successful. So now they've gone. So now they came out of the osmosis swap. Now they're actually in the app themselves inside the wallet. And I'll show you what I mean here. See, now once you go out, you see how the osmosis there. Now you go down to your Stargaze. And once you touch on your Stargaze, now you'll see how those bad boys are sitting in there now. And that's when you can send them. Or you can stake them on here too if you want to. That way you don't have to do a bunch of steps. But I just like Trust Wallet so much. It's more transparent for me, and I just happen to have a lot of my assets there in different wallets. So I prefer Trust Wallet. So I just simply send, put all the information in, and you just go from there. So it's just that simple, guys. I'm not, hopefully I didn't confuse you, but I don't think there's a video on this yet. And if it is, hopefully they can probably clarify some things that I didn't cover here, but it's very simple. Once you do that, then you get over here to, once you transfer it, like say in my situation, I've been transferring all day. I did this early this morning because what happened was I couldn't figure out how to get my stars out of the Osmosis wallet because I didn't go back into the swap and basically withdraw them within the swap to my Stargaze wallet. So I had to figure that out the hard way. So I'm trying to help you guys. Now you don't have to figure that out if you're new to this or if you're new to this type of swapping here. Because I mean, the swapping here is kind of confusing for me, even though I've been in crypto for a while. But I'm just saying I don't know everything, and I hope you guys always understand. Hey, like I tell everybody, I'm always learning. That's why I'm learning with crypto, baby. Um, so back to what I was saying. So I did this early this morning, and it's 9:44 now, as you can see in this picture. So it's a little while after 9:44 as I'm talking right now. So once you go over here, you can see this is about $80 worth of transactions here because I did two $40 transactions on within the Coinbase. Of course, Coinbase has their fees, which I hate about the fees, but you got to understand the fees is what pays the miners, and it doesn't always go to the exchange. But then again, Coinbase does have their actual fees that they actually charge you on top of the fees that come with sometimes the miner fees. So they've gotten a whole lot better with it. But long story short, so basically $40, because you can see the fees on Osmosis are really cheap. $40 turns into 74. So I mean $80 turns into 74. So give or take, I lost about $6 in fees and swapping and transferring here, give or take. So that's what happens. So you can see that first one's 3,380, then 3,420. And as of the time that I started staking, it was probably afternoon, probably. But I'm already up to, probably now when I go back to it, I'm up to one reward. So my goal, guys, I figured if I put another 150 to another 250 into Stargaze, I should be straight. In the case that it goes way up, I'll be really good because from 1 cent to wherever is always great, or from point zero zero whatever up is always great for when you have a lot. But at the same time, if it goes down, I don't have so much money invested in, so I'm not gonna drop $10,000 on this or $1,000. Not unless it's DCAing over a long period of time, and I've just accumulated so many to where my rewards are just outweighing the cost or the loss. So That's the only good thing about buying so many. That's why I'm trying to jump in this now. They just allow Stargaze to be staked. It's about 27, I think, percentile. So you can just imagine it's not quite as nice as the Evmos, which I really like, which is also ironically on the Cosmos chain or part of the Cosmos EVM interoperability interchain, that whole Cosmos thing. So Cosmos is doing big things. I'm glad I'm riding this wave. I just hope it don't just wipe me out though. But like again, I'm not investing no more money than I can afford to lose, and vice versa. I ask you to do the same thing. Use your common sense, guys. 9 times out of 10, unless you really, really white paper ICO, um, the special groups that they do before the pre-sale, the sell before the pre-sale type jumpers, you ain't gonna make a killing unless you just time everything out. And the way to possibly do that now is just impossible. And no coins is just taking off like Bitcoin and Ethereum. It took them years to get to where they are. So unless you are really good at day trading, have bots working on your behalf, and even then, if you, it's just really really tricky to get rich overnight in crypto, guys. So it's a strategy to it. So you just try to basically mitigate your losses versus, and then try to make money, but mitigate your losses by DCAing or possibly, just sometimes you got to know when to hold them and when to fold them. But not to make a long story, I'm not trying to make a long story, a short story long, but just to get into this, that's my whole game plan. So I figured even if it goes down to 0.001, I'll be gonna have so many in here. So again, with my staking rewards make up for the lack of as long as the percentage stays up. But anyways, guys, here's that app right here. It's called, see the Kepler. I call it Kepler Wallet, the Interchain Wallet. But it's free. It's easy. You've seen how I did it, and hopefully, if you like Stargaze, hopefully this helps you, especially considering that nobody is out here doing it. But Stars is big. I can buy NFTs, but and this locks for 14 days. So if I now it's 10/12 now, so it locks for 14 days. So if I want to unstake it and sell it or whatever, I can do that at any point. And the way it's looking, like I said, I don't know. Normally when the pre-sales and stuff, this is a fairly recent coin, so it might actually for the in the interim, it might just grow, but it's just going to be hard to say. It's going to be really, 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 really hard to say. And with that being said, guys, you on with me, always learning with crypto. Thanks for watching. I hope this helps you. And hey, let's just get it, guys. Let's do what we can do. And if we can make it, we can make it. Hopefully, it don't break us. Crypto is just like that. We loved it. It's a love-hate relationship, bittersweet, oxymoron, whatever you want to call it. But it's very addictive, and the yields are just insane if you can get them, get the right ones. But anyways, peace out.